Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will learn how to set up routing in Angular, which will help us to navigate between different views in our Angular application. So let's get started. So what is Angular routing? Angular routing is nothing but it allows us to navigate between different components in our application. Okay? Which help us to create a really seamless process and gives a really good user experience. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to do that. So first thing which we need to keep in our mind is that we need to go to our app.module.ts file. You can see it here. Inside this file, we need to create our routes. So we will go here and we will say constant routes of type routes would be empty array. And inside this array, we will write all the routes we need. Routes are basically the path. When we want to go to a specific component, we want the component to follow that specific path. Okay, you'll get to know sooner. So we need to go in our imports and we need to write our router module dot for route, and we need to write our routes here inside like this. And also in our exports file we can say router module. Okay, now we have router module dot for route here inside our ng module. Okay, now we can go and define our routes. Okay, for example, routes are what? It could be different components where our user can go, right? For example, we can have a home component, right? And then we can have a about component. So a website can have a home component and about component. So we need to create paths for user to go there. And when the user goes to that specific path, we will show a component. So let's do that. So we'll create an object. Inside that we will say path and we will say here home. Okay, so this home is path. So slash home user, whenever he goes there, he should see a component and we will create a component called home component. Okay, and same when user goes to the path called about, at that time we will create another component called about component. So these are the two paths we have. So whenever user goes to this specific path which is about, or this specific path which is home, he should see home component, and here he should see about component. Now we will go to our command line and we will create these two components, because as you can see we currently don't have. It says cannot find name home component. So we will create the components here. So we will say ng gc, as you remember the command to create component, ng gc and the name of the component home. So you can see this warning is gone. Now we have our home component here. You can see this one. And same we need to do for our about component. So we'll say about, and both of them have resolved, right? So whenever user goes to this, we will see home component and about component. And what will happen when they go to this link? They will see home component. So inside home component, they will see this HTML file. It would say homeworks. Inside about, it would say about works. So now, till now you won't be seeing anything, because we have to go and in our app.component.html file here, this is our base HTML file, we have to write our router outlet. So router outlet directive, we need this to display all of our routed components. So we'll say router outlet, and with this we will be able to see all the routes we have. This helps us to show it. Okay, this directive. Now when we go here in our Angular app, if I go here and now if I write our path, what was the path? It was about, right? So if I write about, see it says about works. Or if I go here and change the link to, it was home, so if I write home, it would say homeworks. So it went to that specific link and it is showing. So like that we can have different paths for our application, like register, login, home, about, and so on. So for now we can also do something. We can create a link. For now I'll remove our login. Okay, So what we can do is we can create our navigation links. So as you can see in this application also, they have this nav bar, and here different components, they have different router paths. So we'll try to do something like that. What we can do is we can create a nav link, and inside nav we can have a anchor, and we can say that we'll remove this href and we'll say router link, and router link we'll say it would go to /home, and here we want to give a heading home, and same we can do for our about component, but here we'll say about link you go. So whenever you click basically this about, this link will take you to this here, this path. Now if we go to our application, you can see we have what I'll do, I'll give some space here. So I'll just give br, okay, just to give some space. Okay, now when we click on home, see it says home works. When I click on about, it says about works. So congrats, now you know how to set up basic routing in Angular. You can experiment with different routes, and obviously you can style it and you can make it horizontal like this, and you can show different routes for your application. However you need it, you can enhance it using these features. So if you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe for more Angular tutorials, and thanks for watching.